At the start of the movie, we are shown a magical forest where some Smurfs sit on birds and enter their world. Here, many other Smurfs who look just like them live. All of them are very talented in one thing or another. Each of them has their own profession. Just like we celebrate festivals, these Smurfs also had a celebration called Blue Moon. All the Smurfs were busy preparing for it. After that, we see a Smurf named Clumsy. As per his name, he keeps bumping into things everywhere and arrives very late to rehearsal. When Clumsy reaches there, he finds out that his name wasn't even added to the list because everyone already knew his habits and nobody wanted any trouble. Along with this, we are told about a villain named Gargamel, who had his own prison, and his cat's name was Azrael. Both of them lived in a nearby castle. Gargamel was weak at doing magic. To fix his magic, he wanted to capture the Smurfs because from them he could get blue essence that would improve his magic. The scene then smoothly shifts where the biggest leader, named Papa Smurf, is shown. He had a magic potion through which he could see the future. He sees that this time Clumsy is fighting with a dragon wand, and because of this Gargamel captures all the Smurfs. Everyone was very scared. At that same time, Clumsy comes there. Clumsy had come to find a potion ingredient which he wasn't able to find there. Because of this, he wanted to go into the forest to search for it. Papa Smurf explains to him that doing this could be dangerous because the forest is very close to Gargamel's castle. Clumsy doesn't listen and goes alone toward the jungle. He finds the herb needed to make the potion. Just then Gargamel arrives there with Azrael. To escape from them, Clumsy passes through his magical portal and reaches his village. Chasing him, Gargamel throws Azrael first, and when he finds the doorway, he also enters the town. Clumsy runs to Papa Smurf. Before Papa Smurf can understand what he is saying, Gargamel arrives and starts destroying the entire village. All the Smurfs run here and there to save their lives. In front of Gargamel stands Papa Smurf. They had set many traps to save themselves, and with the help of those traps they escape from Gargamel. While all the Smurfs are running into the forest to escape, Clumsy accidentally goes toward a different path. Smurfette notices that Clumsy has gone the wrong way, so she returns with Papa Smurf and the others to save Clumsy. Clumsy is about to fall down a hill while running, but all his friends together save him. Now, since Blue Moon celebration was supposed to happen that day, the portal to another world opens and starts vacuuming all the Smurfs inside it. Gargamel also reaches there and was about to capture them. To save everyone, Papa Smurf goes into the portal. This Blue Moon portal takes them into present life, that is, New York City. These Smurfs were very tiny, and in front of them the buildings were very huge. Gargamel had to capture the Smurfs, so he also enters the portal. The Smurfs start running toward the city. After this, we see Patrick, who worked for a cosmetic company. Patrick's boss's name was Odile, who tells him to launch a new product whose deadline was just 2 days. Doing it in 2 days was impossible. The Smurfs were worried because the portal had closed. Papa Smurf tells them that the Blue Moon portal will open again tonight, so they must hide from everyone until then. Meanwhile, Azrael also reaches there and attacks the Smurfs. While running, Smurfette and the others fall into Azrael's mouth. Clumsy escapes Azrael and falls into a box, which was a box of batteries, and Patrick picks that box and puts it in his car. The others notice where Clumsy is going, so to save him, they jump onto a taxi. Gargamel runs far to capture them, but fails. Instead, he finds Patrick's company card. All the Smurfs reach Patrick's house with him. Patrick lives there with his wife Grace. Patrick gives Grace the good news that he has become the marketing president of the company and has received a new project, but only 2 days are left, and if he fails, Odile will throw him out of the company. On the other side, Gargamel is thinking about how to capture the Smurfs. Suddenly Azrael feels nauseous and Smurf hairballs come out of her mouth. That was exactly what Gargamel needed because with those hairs he could make a potion, and with that potion he could capture the Smurfs. Gargamel's luck was very good because in front of him was a big empty castle with a huge lab in its basement. He makes blue essence from those hairs and puts the potion into his ring to use his magic. Here Clumsy comes out of the box, and Patrick's dog starts chasing him. To save himself, Clumsy runs into the bathroom and locks the door. The other Smurfs are searching for Clumsy. Patrick sees all of them. Grace also sees Clumsy in the washroom. These humans were very scared seeing these blue creatures. But Clumsy could speak, so he talks to Grace and calms her down. Patrick catches the other Smurfs and thinks of sending them outside, but all the Smurfs together tie Patrick up. Grace and the dog come there and explain that these creatures mean no harm. Now the Smurfs and the humans become comfortable with each other. Papa Smurf tells Patrick about their world and the Blue Moon, that they can only go home when the Blue Moon portal opens. Patrick explains that the second full moon in a month is called a blue moon, but it looks normal. Papa Smurf says they have a potion that can turn the moon blue, but for that they need a very important thing, a star map, so they can know the correct position of the stars. All the Smurfs give blueberries and say their first need is to get the star map and also find a telescope to create the portal during blue moon. Patrick and Grace had to go somewhere for work. Before leaving, Patrick tells the Smurfs to stay home because outside is dangerous. But the Smurfs don't listen and leave with Patrick's car, leaving Clumsy at home. At the office, Odile reminds Patrick of the deadline. Everything must be ready by tomorrow evening. The Smurfs don't let Patrick work properly, so he calls Grace to come and take them away. With Patrick's visiting card, Gargamel reaches the office. There he sees many people and Odile testing the new product on her mother. Gargamel thinks magic exists in this world too. To show his magic, he casts a spell on Odile's mother, and she becomes young. Odile and everyone are shocked. Odile tempts Gargamel with fame, money, and power to rule the world. Gargamel agrees, but first wants to capture the Smurfs. Grace tries to stop the Smurfs, but they enter a mall after seeing a poster of a star map. They split up to find it. Grace calls Patrick to come quickly. Gargamel sees Patrick leaving and realizes the Smurfs were in his car, so he follows him to the mall. Gargamel tries to catch the Smurfs, but runs out of potion. He uses a vacuum cleaner to capture some of them. At the last moment, Patrick arrives and saves them. Police come and arrest Gargamel for theft. The Smurfs get the star map. Papa Smurf checks the star positions. Smurfette reveals she was the only female created by Gargamel to trap the Smurfs, but Papa Smurf's magic made her good. Patrick finishes his project, but due to Clumsy's mistake, the Blue Moon file plays instead. It starts playing on every screen in the city. Papa Smurf says they can't go tonight because the moon and stars are not in position. Gargamel controls a flock of birds with magic and escapes. The Smurfs fix Patrick's house and say there's no problem going home, but first they need to visit an antique shop. At the antique shop, they search for a spell book. Gargamel also arrives, finds an antique dragon wand, and transfers his potion into it. Papa Smurf gets the spell book, but Gargamel captures him and takes him to his lab, plucks his hair, and makes more potion. The remaining Smurfs, Patrick, and Grace go to Gargamel's castle to rescue Papa Smurf. Blue Moon portal starts. The moon turns blue. Odile thinks Patrick's project succeeded. All the Smurfs fight Azrael and free Papa Smurf. Gargamel creates a huge storm with his power. Clumsy grabs the wand and attacks Gargamel, who falls far away and is then taken away by a bus. Papa Smurf breaks the wand and throws it into water. The Smurfs go back through the portal. Before leaving, Papa Smurf promises Patrick and Grace they will meet again. Odile praises Patrick and tells him to collect his promotion tomorrow. In the last scene, we see that the Smurfs redesigned their village inspired by New York City. And with this, guys, this wonderful movie ends here. So how did you all like the first part of the Smurfs? Do tell me. See you all in the second part.